Welcome back, everybody. Driver53 here, and I've got another short video about workers. That's right. Do you guys like workers? Because I know some of my workers, I... No. No, I don't like workers. But sometimes they're necessary. And I wanted to go over precision farming in Farming Simulator 2019. There's, this new couple buildings that you can get. Let me show them to you really quick. Okay, so these buildings right here, they're an RTK base station. Now you can get a regular building, or you can get a shed that you can put a vehicle inside. And they both do the exact same thing. What they're supposed to do is improve your AI helpers. So it lets them be more precise and do their work a little bit faster. So what does this mean? Well, I think the general explanation from what I've seen before is you use less product and you might get the field done a little bit quicker. I've seen different values of anywhere from 5-6% up to 11%. So I just want to see what the difference is. So what I've got here is one field. I've harvested it already, but I'm now going to create this save right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to do a full process. And what that means is I'm going to do everything that I need to do to this field using workers. And you can see every piece of equipment back here I'm going to use a worker for, except for the truck, and that's going to be me. But I'm going to do that consistently the same way for both. So how am I going to measure this? Let me show you this. So in precision farming, if I click on this, I've got an economic analysis. And this is field number 21. It's 1 hectare. So I can see that everything I do all the way down. And what I've got to do is take some soil samples, and then I'm going to start on my process all the way through. That way I know exactly how much material I'm putting down. So what that means is I'm going to be able to tell if my worker is better with or without, based on my total usage of product and my yield and everything. Okay, so I'm going to have that number at the bottom that's going to tell me this is how much you made on this field, and I can see my efficiency of my workers and everything like that. We'll go over that in more detail once we get into it and see those end results. But the first thing I need to do, everybody, is take some soil samples. So let's get the equipment and get started. Alright, I just got done taking all the soil samples. What we're going to do now is going to go ahead and send them off. Here we go. Alright, everybody. Here is what our field looks like. So we've got a bunch of loam, a little bit of sandy loam, and some silty clay. So what I'm going to do is, since there's already $500 here, and is there anything else? So I just want to make sure that I'm not getting any vehicle maintenance or anything like that. Okay, I'm not. Because that is one thing. Oh, a little bit of fuel, but it didn't cost me anything on that. All right, so right now we're at negative 500. So that's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and plow, because I know that it needs it. So I'm going to run through all these. I might show you a little bit of a highlight as to kind of what I'm doing, and maybe give you like a little bit of a breakdown kind of as we go along this process. But I want this to be a little bit shorter video, more of the details of the data instead of the processes it's taking to get there, if that makes sense. Now, one thing I am going to do, every time I pull this tractor up, I'm going to put this tire right here on this edge. Now, it may be off a little, or within a tire width of there is where I'm going to put it every single time. So we're being consistent on that. It's the same number, and this is going to be for both tests. So all right, I guess let's plow. All right, everybody, so what I'm going to do every single time, I'm going to pull up just like this, and I'm going to hit my worker button. So let me show you on my menu what I have. All I have to do to start a worker is I use a side panel, so hit number 18. Here we go. I'm going to hit it, and they are going to go. They are going to do their job, and I am going to sit back and not touch anything until they are done. Now, if they have a mishap, I will need to correct that. That's the only thing, but I will take note of that and let you guys know how many times that happens, because I think that may be a key element to the end, because it says more efficiently, quicker, things like that. So it may make them smarter to avoid objects and things like that. I'm not sure. we're gonna find out. Hopefully these guys aren't too bad, because that tree right there could be tricky with some of my equipment. But that's part of the test. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright everybody, I got a feeling this is going to be a very common problem that I see here because of this tree. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit right here. Alright, and there was one other spot, and it's so weird. I don't know why it did it. Right here on this end. So, I don't know. But we're going to hit these two spots and be done with the plow. So, I'm going to take everything and put it in this field over here. Because this field over here, we are not going to have any processes done. So what I'm going to do now is I need to do lime. So let me grab this trailer and we'll get going. Alright, so I know I'm losing a little bit over here on the edge, but like I said, I want this to be exactly the same for everything. It's the only way I know how to do that I'm getting lined up exactly. So, we're going to do that there. And I'm going to do this for every single one of them. So, like I said, this is... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's the game we're going to play. I'm going to do my best guess here. Because I would have to do this anyway, right, in a normal scenario. So let's do this. I didn't do a great job. So, that's on them. Yeah, that's on them. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. So, what did, I got everything done, y'all. We are perfect on the pH, perfect on the nitrogen. I'll go ahead and show you the map here really quick. So you can see, pH is good, nitrogen's good. So let me go ahead and start walking you through the economic analysis. So what we have is all the different things that we did are getting monetary values added to them, and it's throwing us in the negative right now by $4,195. Now, we still need to harvest, obviously. We still need to spray for weeds, because I do have weeds turned on. And that'll be it. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and get out of this. Increase my speed up to 5 times. And we are going to rock and roll. And we are just going to sit back and watch what happens. Now, I do have my sprayer hooked up to the tractor. Man, that's bad. That's not going to be fun. And we're going to be good to go. As soon as those weeds come in, we are going to spray them. And then we'll be done. We're going to wait until the first stage of harvest when it's daylight. Let me say that. When it's daylight, first stage of harvest, we will be good to go. And then we'll harvest it, and then we'll have a full total of what's going on in this field. So, I mean, I think we're going to make money. I don't have doubt that we're going to make money. It's just how much we're going to make. So, I think it's going to be okay, though. And it's going to be interesting to compare the two side by side also. So, I'll see you guys when it's harvest time. Alright, everybody. As you can see, it is now daylight. The crops are grown, but it's raining. And I'd set this to fast and didn't realize it was going to be that fast. And I slept through the night, and when I came back, it was grown. So we aren't going to get an opportunity to spray, but I will make sure we don't spray in the next one also. I'm not worried about yield on this one. I'm just worried about total. It is going to decrease it a little bit, but it is something that happens. You may not be able to get out there and get the weeds. So, as long as we do it consistently in both, we are fine. So, no spraying. I'm sorry. It's such an awesome sprayer, too. Oh, man. So, as soon as the spraying stops, we will get to harvesting. Alright, so once again, sorry about the weeds, everybody. I was totally thrown off by how fast this was going to actually grow. I typically play on normal or slow on my growth speed, so fast has completely caught me off guard. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our worker right here, and as you can see, the edge of our header is right on the edge of the field. So we are going to be throwing down straw. No, we're not. Oh yeah, because I didn't do it before. All right, so we'll do it the same. I'm not gonna worry about collecting this straw, just because it is what it is. So we're gonna do this, and when we are done, we will come back and show you the totals. All right, so I get to go and pick up one load here. Our worker's telling me he's full, so we're gonna swing around here, pick this one up. When we're done, we're gonna take this back over where it was and park it. I'm going to park this right here. That way it's still on the field. But I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna get out. We're gonna come over here and stare at it. Beautiful truck. All right, we have the entire field here. We're gonna empty this out into this because this is another step that we would do. All right, right there. Gonna go ahead and turn this guy off because that's what we would do. All right, perfect. Gonna bring this in. I'm gonna hop out. And we're gonna walk around to our truck and stare at it again because I like it. I like these colors a lot. All right, so let's take a look at our menu now. So we can see that it is harvested. It's all good. So when we go here, we're gonna see, you know, I'm not worried about all the nitrogen and all the yield and everything like that. What I want to see is over here on the left hand side. Now it's gonna tell me that we only made $6,742 off this crop. Ouch. Weeds killed us. Absolutely killed us. So, 6742. Now that's estimated. All right, let's look at 20,000 liters. Okay, I want to come here, and right now our wheat price is $7.21. All right. So if I pull out my handy dandy calculator, I'm going to be able to see that we had 721 and how many? So 20,000 times 721. It's 14,420. So I don't know where that number is coming from. It's from 6742. It's an odd one to me. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Let's look at our truck and make sure we're actually at 20,000. Yeah, that's where we're at. All right, so I need to figure out a little bit more what that exactly means. Because in the last one that we did, it was right where it should have been. But on this one, it's not. Is there something going on with the price? No, I don't get it. Yeah, I really don't understand that one. Sorry, everybody. I am at a loss. I think there's going to need to be more data on that to fully understand what is going on there. Because $2,232 did not seem right. But, man, Yep, I just think we need more data. More tests like this, more times through, to make sure what that number is really trying to say to us. So yeah, that's what it is. Hopefully on the other one, it's going to be the same. I want to go ahead and remember this number. Okay? So we were going to sell crops at $721. So let's remember that. Okay? 721. And that was 14420. All right, I just wrote those numbers down. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take a screen grab of this and put it up on the video, and then whenever we watch the other half, we will do the exact same thing. So you may be asking, what's going to happen now? I'm going to reset the game. I'm going to put one of the buildings in, and we're going to retest. And it's going to see if we can increase any of these numbers over here on the left-hand side. So let's get up here maybe somewhere we can see it a little bit better. So I just want to see how well we can improve those numbers. Because the percentages and things like that, I think we can probably get better. Like in the green, the negative numbers, we can get more of those. So I'm going to reset, and we'll be right back and start this whole thing over again. All right, everybody, we are back. And as you see, all the equipment is back where it was. I might as well get rid of that sprayer now, I guess. But what we're going to do now is go ahead, jump in the menu here, and we're going to add one of these buildings. All right, so I'm just going to put down one of these base stations because I don't need the shed for what we're doing. But I don't want to put it on this property. I actually own this over here too, and I want to put it right over here somewhere. We're going to make it just so it's kind of like that, and boom, there we go. Now, that should be all that I need to make these guys more efficient. So, what we're going to do is do the exact same thing, steps. Everything that we did before, we're going to do again. I'm doing this because I want to know myself. I want to know if I'm hiring a worker, which one's going to be better. You know, that building cost me money. It did. It was not cheap. So, we're going to figure that in also. How long is it going to take to pay one of those off? And is it, I mean, if there even is, does it make a difference at all? And that's the goal of this video. Is to know what's the break-even point, if at all. So, let's get to plowing, everybody. All right, so here we are. We are fully fertilized. Everything is good. We're going to leave that sprayer sitting over there, but everything else we've used. So let's go ahead and look at our menu here. So as you can see for field 21, we are growing right now. We don't have any weeds, and we did plow it, so we're good there. Over on precision, you can see so far we are at negative 3659. It's quite interesting. It's a lot less than the other one though, and I don't know if harvesting is going to take up that much. That's really interesting. So the pH is where it should be, nitrogen's where it should be, and obviously yield is from the first time I did it. But all of this was 0 when we first started, so that is really, really interesting to see where we're at. All we got to do is harvest and get that yield. So I don't think it's a huge savings, but it does look better. It really, really does. So yeah, I guess now it's time to speed up time and get the harvest done, y'all. So we'll see you when it's that time. All right, everybody, we are done. Let's go ahead and hop out here. Now, one thing I want to do real quick is see how much yield. So it should be the exact same. I mean, we are so close on that we're at 20,007 before, I think, and now we're at 20,000 and 24. So very, very, very minuscule on the dollar amount that we are going to make there. So what I want to do is go ahead and pull up our analytics menu. All right, everybody, here we are. So this is the economic analysis, and what I'm going to do is actually take it up here so we can see it just a little bit better with some of these numbers. So the biggest thing that jumps out to me is our total. We have $27.99 now, and before we only had $22.32. So that's $567 difference. Now for 1 acre, that might not be bad. Okay, but let's kind of dive into that a little bit farther. So before, oh wait, hold on. This one doesn't include our soil samples and the other one did. All right, so let's think about this. Our soil samples were $500. And I don't know why it's not showing up on here. If we do that, we're only at $22.99. And at $22.99, that's only $67 over this. So our lime before was red 6%, and now it's red 7%. Our mineral fertilizer was negative 44, and now it's negative 45. Manure was plus 19, now it's plus 18. Yield's the same. Total costs. We can't look at that one because it's a little bit off, right? So we just need to add $500. So $34.49. So on, yeah, total costs at $44.49. We were $45.10 before. Man, it's only $61. Only $61. Now, I don't know how I could have been any more fair other than having a bigger field, like a 10 acre, where it might have made a bigger difference. With the amount of times that they turned around and everything here, I don't know if that was a good indicator. Yeah, we may have to do more testing on this too, because I mean, for honestly, $61, it's going to take a very long time to pay off that building. Now, I know there are some other mods that are just coming out today. The John Deere RTK Stations pack, and it really looks like a tripod with a GPS on top of it. Yeah, everybody, I really don't know. I was expecting to see a little bit more of a difference here, but I honestly don't see a difference at all. They said there's supposed to be an increase, and I'm just not seeing it. Like I said, I might not be on as big enough a field, but I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe you guys can help me figure out what I did wrong. Throw a comment down below if you think I did. I'll look at everything, kind of reanalyze it, and if I need to make another one, I will. But as of right now, I don't see a reason that we need to put that building in. Other than maybe just a test. So yeah, I don't know. So I think it's going to be it for today, everybody. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and think about it. And if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell. It lets me, or lets you know whenever I release a new video. I'm going to be putting out quite a few of these over the next few days, possibly multiple a day even. So I want you to know when I put out a new one. So just make sure you hit that notification bell too. And if you would, share with anybody you think would enjoy this type of content, or that you could think could contribute or benefit from this also, or to this. So, like I said, have a great day, everybody. And until next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.